Of the many churches in Memphis, Tennessee, the largest is Bellevue Baptist Church. Founded in 1903, it's since grown in membership to almost 30,000 people. Andy Willis has been given the monumental job of keeping this large congregation safe.
So today, churches that speak the truth, that teach and preach true biblical principles, they draw a lot of attention because there are a lot of components of society today that don't want to hear that are absolutely against that. As a church security team, we have to be prepared for those kinds of situations to intervene and to protect the flock.
More than 100 paid and volunteer security staff respond to events every week.
Today, what we've got is we've got 2 undercovers. You can see the one there.
Working quietly behind the scenes to safeguard their members.
Obviously, everybody has issues. Church is the place to bring your issues. In the security department, it's our job to have discernment to determine which of those issues are dangerous to others. And if we make that determination, what we do is we try to intervene in a meaningful way, point them at the right resources to help them.
One of the resources that helps Bellevue prepare is church security consultant Tim Miller.
It could be coming from here, right? Where else?
A former Secret Service agent, Miller says the threat is rising worldwide.
Violence against Christians is rampant around the world. It hasn't necessarily touched us at the level it has other places. But if we think we're immune from that, we're sadly mistaken. We will begin as a nation to experience that same level of violence, and actually that same methodology is coming to the United States. The question for us is, are we going to be prepared to address it? You're going into a place where broken people are going to be meeting every week, broken people like me. And we need to be mindful that that security that we're providing needs to be ministry-based, but it needs to be every bit as good.
The church I went to as a kid only had about 200 people, and we knew everybody that came through those doors. But when you've got a church this size, this is almost like a civic center. And it's hard to imagine the challenges that would go with trying to keep this many people safe and keep an eye on everybody at the same time.
A camera system that constantly monitors and records activities on campus is extremely important. They're not very expensive, and the thing that you get is you get the protection in a liability situation that you won't have if you don't have it.
The fact of the matter is security is mostly what you do not see. So that's where for places that have large gatherings of people, it's really important that they have a professional security team that's helping them to plan and organize, because no organization has unlimited resources.
Children's programs have to be especially vigilant. At Bellevue, a computerized system prints labels for each kid and even keeps track of food allergies and medications. A big part of church security is responding to routine medical emergencies. Bellevue's security team includes nurse and paramedic Shelley Trigg.
We work very closely with the security department. This is staffed with a first aid person here and with immediate response. We are trained to take the trauma bag with us. We have everything here from aspirin to a gunshot wound kit.
Heaven forbid that there should be a tragedy at your church, but if it does happen, one thing's for sure, that very soon thereafter there'll be satellite trucks and media standing out on your front lawn. Here's my advice. Don't keep them in the dark. They've got to do their job. Designate somebody to come out and give them the information you have. You don't have to give away names, you don't have to give away anything that you don't want to, but it is important that you have a plan for how to deal with the news.
The biggest thing that makes me cringe whenever I speak to other churches about security is they will say, we don't have security. We're just praying that nothing happens. So when I hear that, I think it's like my son saying to me, hey, I've got a big test tomorrow, but God already knows the grade I'm going to get, so I'm just going to leave it up to Him. It's important for us to understand that while we are to trust God, God has a big part for us to play in His plan.
At the end of the day, they need to marry faith with wisdom and action. It is time for Christians to become educated about what's going on in the world, to be prayerful, and then to be prepared. And those things will make a difference when it begins to occur.
From Memphis, Tennessee, I'm Chuck Holton for CBN News.